And we are
Tuesday.
live.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Welcome.
How
Welcome.
wow. Ooh woo.
We are very happy to see you all.
Ooh.
Yes, ooh.
Ooh woo. I need to drop my mic. I'm loud.
Um, just drop it just all the way down. Just
I think I'm good now.
So welcome to whatever tonight is. We're gonna play for the Queen. We are not in your regularly scheduled quest game because we are down one Nuno, who we miss very much, but we will soldier on because that's what he would want us to do.
That just means our premiere is next week, and you all get to
Next
see us mess around in this game today.
Yes. So welcome. As I said, we are playing For the Queen, which is a absolutely amazing GMless game by Alex Roberts. It's one of my favorite games, and I'm so excited to share it with all of these wonderful people who have asked many times how this game is played, and I just keep telling them that it's really easy and not to worry about it, but everyone seems a little worried.
We're doing it live, just
but we're doing it live. We are doing it live, and it's
Megan,
What could go wrong?
Yes.
Please don't do a deception.
I'll have you know that as far as like deceptions go, I'm pretty sure I have the lowest deception quota as far as no initiative games go.
Who was being all
I
buddy
mean,
buddy with Arvis
Yeah,
last season?
I really count Arvis as like a times 20 on deception.
That was not a
You get the
deception.
times 20 multiplier on his
That was
actions.
a withholding of information.
Which is deception.
No.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. It is, but you are deceiving us.
Who also had a character whose plot story was entirely making people think she was a different class.
Ooh.
You did not know that.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
So,
and then
Who
she did end up
stole
joining-
from their mother and then didn't?
Wait, we're hitting a tangent. We don't need to argue about who's deceived to the least. We know the answer already. We can move on.
Yes. Fair.
Yeah,
I
Nat.
guess.
It's me. I never did.
It's not me.
I know that, and I love
Izza's
it.
the most honest person we know.
Chat says, yeah.
But Ferris.
Chat says, Robert, that your sound is a little weird.
Oh, what is? Hold on.
Left Robert.
Only left.
Whatever left
Uh-oh.
Robert means.
Uh-oh.
Who is left of Roberts?
Yeah,
Megan.
who's left?
Non-pizza left
No.
Robert.
Megan, you're
Left
left.
Robert.
You're to the left of Robert,
Sandbag.
Megan.
Stage
Okay.
Robert.
Sage Robert. All right, so what we are going to do, I guess, first is we'll just go around and introduce ourselves, and then we're gonna hop right into this wonderful game. I mean, we'll see what it's of. It's all about trying to protect a queen, but we're gonna figure out if it's a game of love or betrayal or all of those things, and it's gonna be
Ooh.
ooh woo. All right.
Is
All
for the
right, so
Queen
let's
gay?
start-
Is for the Queen gay?
I mean,
Any
we're
game is
playing
gay
it.
if you want it hard enough. So yes,
With this group,
with this, yeah.
you know
Seems
that
like
Queen's gonna be
Um,
life.
So we will do intros. We'll go around. I know we're in different positions on the screen this time, but we'll start with Izza, and we're gonna go around. But I can just say Izza because Izza
Help.
never knows what order she's in on the layout anyway.
Look, don't shame me for popping out the chat and never having the actual window open.
Well, just introduce yourself.
Who am
You
I?
are.
Hi, I'm Izza. I go by Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. I'm a cosplayer and designer and TTRPG streamer, and I do cool things. I just released a video about making a sword from Hades. Go watch it. That's my plug.
I've already watched it twice. It's very good.
I'll pass it on to the next person who is below me, who I don't know who they are.
Thank you, Izza.
Over
Hi,
Nat.
I'm Nat. Normally, I'm the guide for this group on our normal Monday Quest Soaring City show, but today I'm just learning like everybody else. It's kind of stressful.
You're doing great.
If you like me, you can find me at CrimeNet on Twitter. I got some stuff. Show up next Tuesday.
Yes.
It's Monday. I just say Tuesday. That was really confusing. It happens on Monday.
No.
Everybody's
Megan,
got
save me.
like. Everybody's
Megan,
got
save
like. Yeah, I'm next, but y'all have like first day of school jitters, and
Dad
it's kind
broke
of adorable.
himself.
It's kind of adorable because
Because you do this every month.
like this is old hat for me. I'm all about this. So don't worry, friends. I will not lead you astray. But hello, I'm Megan. You can find me places on the internet at MeganLynnFTW. I am obsessed with GM-less and propless games and host a stream here once a month where I facilitate them. And I will be facilitating this game for these lovely folks. And hopefully the nerves will be assuaged by the time we are done reading the instructions. Otherwise, y'all are in for a real treat. And I will pass it over to Robert, who is next.
Oh, hi. First off, please let me know if I have fixed the audio problem. I am Robert. I didn't hear anything anyone said, so I don't know how much to say, but I'm a voice actor. You can find me on Twitter and all the internet stuff at Voices of Robert. And I will be playing actually, I don't know what I'll be playing today at all. It's you just pick cards and do stuff. It's weird. But yeah.
I don't understand it either.
Yeah, that's me. I'll throw it up to my my fellow Joyzy up there. Sam.
Aw, yeah. Hey, everyone. I am Sam. I use they, them pronouns. And I'm excited today because I think I've done enough unprepareds with Megan at this point that I think I haven't played this game before, but I'm okay to do it live.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
This episode is not sponsored by Hot Pockets, but call me Hot Pockets.
If you need a Hot Pocket eaten over the course of 3 hours, call Sam.
Yeah, I have like
So-
so much of
so-
it left.
So, confession. When I was on Unprepared, I spent like 4 hours reading the entire dialect book. Like, I was the opposite of Unprepared.
You see, if I had known that, you would have been thrust from the game because there's no preparation allowed for Unprepared.
Game's not called Prepared, Nat.
Yeah, it's not called Read This Book.
No, the
Matt.
game was called Dialect, and this game is called For the Queen.
And I made you the
I meant
roll
show.
20 so you could read the instructions ahead of time, and you opted to not do that.
Oh
So-
shit, that's like a teacher line right there. I gave you the
And-
syllabus, and
I
you
gave
could
you
have
the
read ahead.
I tried to read it. I sat there for about 14 seconds and went, I'll let Megan explain this to me.
I gotta be honest. When card decks get involved in Roll20, my eyes just like stop working.
I was busy doing stuff, so I just like didn't even know that we could read the book.
You're excused. Izza's excused. Do I have my copy of the Queen?
I was just like,
So,
I'm sure it'll
it's
be
really
fine if I
pretty.
just turn up on the day
Yeah.
and don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, just show up. It's fine. So with that, we'll get into it. So we are playing For the Queen. Like I said before, For the Queen was designed by Alex Roberts, Muscular Pikachu on Twitter, and is published by Evil Hat. It is an amazing deck-based, GM-less, prep-less storytelling game. We will now begin with the first step of this game, which is to read the instructions aloud, which is probably one of the coolest things ever because you really don't need to prepare in time. So what we're gonna do is, if everybody on the Roll20 would like to open up the green deck, which is the instructions deck, and we are going to go
Are we
around in the
hitting choose or?
Yep, just hit choose.
Okay.
And then we will go around in the same order that we just went around in, and we will just take turns reading the cards one at a time, which will tell us how to play the game. So, Izza
like it.
is first. So you read the first card.
The first card says, go around the table clockwise, taking turns reading these cards aloud. There you go. That's me done.
Nail it. You're gonna have to read more than one, but you nailed it. You're doing great, sweetie.
You got this.
All right.
Apparently,
Card
we're
two.
already going to be breaking the rules if
Has
we're going in
been-
the same order.
I know, right? Card 2. The land
Nope,
you live in
nope,
has
No,
you
no,
don't read-
Nat reads
nope,
that one.
Nat
Oh,
Nat
yeah.
reads
You
that one. We're going in a
Fine.
circle.
Okay, I thought you meant because I
It'll
just
come
read the one
back
that
to you.
said you have to
Yeah,
do
we-
it. Like
No,
you
we'll
were like,
do
read
that.
another one, as if for fuck's sake.
We were really good at this game. The land you live in
Nailing it.
has been at war for as long as any of you have been alive.
The queen has decided to undertake a long and perilous journey to broker an alliance with a distant power.
The queen has chosen all of you and no one else to be her retinue. Accompany her this journey.
She chose you because she knows that you love her.
You are welcome
Now
to
it's
look through the. Megan. You are welcome to look through the queen cards for inspiration. If there is one that seems right for the group, place it on the table to inspire your story.
We'll do that after we read all the instructions.
Set the card that reads, "The queen is under attack. Do you defend her?" aside. I'm pretty sure you've already done this, Megan.
Yes, we have. Yes, I've done this. Shuffle the red prompt cards and place them face down in the center of the table. The Roll20 is taking care of that for us.
How kind of it. Put
Yes.
the queen is under attack card in the middle of the deck for a game that takes approximately 30 minutes, or shuffle it into the bottom third of the deck to play for an hour or more.
Which is totally not right because these games last so long.
I feel like that it gives you the two different time length
Yeah, like,
options, though. That's cool.
wherever you put the end game card, and also like if you're playing the game and you want it to end sooner, you can just trigger the ending, which is also
Oh,
really
cool. That's awesome.
You can just like decide that the
That's
card
good
is
for
right,
us
but-
to know on this time stream.
Ah,
Number 10. When you have read the instruction cards, continue clockwise, or I guess in our current direction, which is counterclockwise, with the red prompt cards. Take turns reading the questions out loud. Interpret these questions and answer them however you wish.
Other players may ask you questions or make suggestions on your turn, but whether you answer those questions or include those suggestions is entirely up to you.
Place
Place
the
the
X
X-
card somewhere everyone can easily reach it.
So the X card is right here, built into our Roll20. So if anytime we want to use the X card, we can ping it. If you encounter a card or an answer you don't want to be included in the game, tap the X card, and that content is removed from the game.
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you draw a card that is removed this way, simply draw another card. You can X a card that you drew yourself.
You can also pass on your turn. To do so, give the prompt card you drew to the next player and say, I'd like to hear your answer to this question.
A prompt card can be passed around the table until someone applies the X card to it.
Continue answering, passing, and Xing questions until the queen is under attack card is drawn.
Each player should answer that question in turn, and then the game is over.
Whoever wants to can draw the first prompt card.
Ooh,
So that's the game.
I love it.
I love how easy it is. I love that safety tools are a cornerstone of the entire game, and also something that I like to know anytime I play this with people is the X card exists obviously when it's something that's like uncomfortable or something you don't want to be included in the game, but you can also feel free to X a card if you just don't want to answer that question based on the character that you've been playing, or if it doesn't fit like the tone of the queen that we've created. Like you don't need an excuse to X a card. If you just don't want to answer it or you don't want it to be part of the game, it's gone and you pick a new card, which is really cool. So now we're going to pick our queen. So the queens are in the blue deck. So if you all want to take a look at the blue deck, and if you see any that inspire you, toss them on the board, and then we can decide together who we want our queen to be. So if you go to choose, you should be able to just place some that you like right onto the
Choose.
board. You should be able.
I only get the draw option.
Yeah.
Oh, that
There
must
was no
just.
choose,
Let me
there was
see if I
only
can edit
draw.
it. That might be
Same.
just for me.
Did I drag this one?
Uh,
I
that
mean,
was me.
she's awesome.
somebody drew it.
Yeah,
Let me
she's
see.
cool.
Oh, here we go.
I like her.
She is
All right,
pretty
now
dope.
everybody
Slapped
should
on
now
the table to try to look
Yeah.
at more.
Oh, choose. There we go.
now everybody should be able to choose.
Oh my
to
God.
alter the
Oh,
settings.
there's
Oh my
so many
God.
lives.
Look,
They're so
Um,
good. They're all
if you
so
just-
good. The artwork is
Hello?
amazing.
I
Hello.
was just about to pick that one.
I mean, I have a theme that I love, and so I'm just gonna put the one that like right here in the top left corner. I am
That's-
all about the Dark Queen.
The first
Come
one looks a
on.
bit too much like Queen Elizabeth for my
I
liking.
think that
so,
it is Queen Elizabeth. There's no way it's
Somewhat
not.
intentional.
Xing that one.
Oh, I
me
love
see.
them
Oh, I
all
like this
though.
one.
They're
Yeah, these
so
are all
pretty.
I
great.
really like this one. They're
Oh yeah, that's really nice. That one's like kind of. Oh, it's pretty. She's got a dog. She's a
she's
good
got a
one.
pup.
Got a
Here, I'm just
puppo.
gonna put these.
It's like sort of trying to.
Yeah. If
Oh, I
anybody
love
else has
them
anything.
all. I love
Ooh,
how
I like
there's
this.
some like elder queens too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like they're so varied.
Like kind of
like,
so like audience
inspiration
can
and-
see she's awesome.
yeah, there's a lot of like super. The art of these cards is amazing.
It's like I want to just show them all off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
And,
that.
like-
It looks like they've hired like different artists with different styles
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and this game is also great because like it's this big. It's very small, so like
Mm.
it's. I remember during PAX, I just like carried it in my purse, and like when we were like waiting at a restaurant for food or just like waiting between panels, like you just can play a quick game of For the Queen because it's super easy and fun. All right, so these are all really good ones. Do we have any super strong feelings towards any of these? Because we do have to narrow this down to a single queen.
I mean, they're
Um,
all cool.
They're all very cool. I am the one who has played this game a lot, and I've played most of these queens, so I will allow everybody else to choose, and if I have to cast a deciding vote, I will. But
And-
y'all,
The queens get like built from other card draws, right? Or is it like information?
yeah. So this
attached
is
to
this
each
is
queen?
basically like our inspiration,
Okay.
and we will then draw prompts, and the prompts are asking questions about the queen and about your relationship with her. These are really just to inspire you, to like inspire kind of like what type of queen it is, or what type of queen she is, and that kind of thing. Like this is really like a jumping off point so you're not going in completely with no idea about what kind
Cool.
of queen we are all serving.
I love them.
This is tough because they're all really cool.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know my naturalist ass. I love. Oh no, can I
Yeah.
ping? I love her. She's awesome. Holding the lizard on the bottom right.
Mm.
Is that a lizard? I think it's a lizard.
Yeah, that looks.
Yeah, I think
that's
it's a lizard. Yeah,
I was kind of zoomed out. Anyone else have a strong feel?
Just not gonna count the fact that my strong feel is all gonna be Sith Queen, but I also actually
Sith
like
Queen
the
is-
one that you like too,
That's
and
an
Queen
August
is
Sith
very
Queen.
strong.
and I
She-
like the
yeah, she's on the
uh,
box.
this top this
Is
right
Sith
here.
Queen.
Oh, the first queen we pulled.
Yeah, I like those.
She's
three.
also really cool.
I like my Sith Queen, the one you pinged, and then the first one we a lot. I mean, I like them all a lot.
Yeah, I
I
like them
know.
all. Probably
Well,
like
all is not
that
an
one
option.
and that one, but yeah.
Can
like,
we not
everyone
be
seems to be
for the
going
queens?
We have to
Stop
protect our
limiting us.
lesbian queens.
Yeah. This is a
Well,
polyamorous
if-
lesbian kingdom.
Our married lesbian.
But here's the
queens.
thing: what if one of you wants to be married to the queen?
That's why it's a
have two hands.
polyamorous
Ah.
lesbian king
All right.
queendom. So
Can we narrow it down to 3?
But
I
what
know
does
we
the
said-
audience want?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
audience. Do
That's,
we
oh,
have,
sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Do we have any
Pick a
audience?
queen.
Pick a queen.
Save us.
Wonderful chat because everybody is non-committal and can't make a decision.
no initiative, baby.
We can't take compliments and we can't make decisions. Welcome. Can we narrow it down to 3 and let chat pick?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Do you think we can get it down to 3?
I think we had multiple people ping this lady.
Lizard Queen.
Lizard Queen.
Yeah, we had
And then Sith Queen. All right, so we had Lizard Queen and Sith Queen, and
Lizard
then
Queen.
and this wonderful queen.
And our first queen.
That is Wine Queen. That's wine in
Wine
her,
Queen!
her glass.
All right.
Not
So
to be
I'm
confused
going-
with
That is-
wine on.
That is Ferris's true
Yeah, I was
form.
gonna say.
All right, so these are our 3 potential queens.
I mean, the aesthetic kind of matches.
True.
so let's see if chat has.
I mean, now that we've decided she's Wine
Oh, so
Queen,
now
everyone's
Wine
gonna
Queen.
pick Wine
Her
Queen.
Wine Queen.
All right. So we're going with Wine Queen. Who's going to
Ferris's
be our
true
queen.
form.
This. I would say this is Alika after they get married.
There you go.
All right. So now that we have chosen our queen, we will start the game proper. So as the instructions said, basically we'll draw a card. I'll go first, just to make it easier for all of y'all. And what will happen is it'll have a question. I will answer it. If anybody then has follow-up questions, you may ask as many or as few follow-up questions as you want, and I am free to just I can answer them all. But whoever flipped the card gets to decide what is canon in the game. But everybody is always free to ask follow-up questions to further flesh it out. And these prompts are so good. They're so good. So I'll pop off with the first prompt and we'll kind of go through it and we'll go from there. So let's say I'm gonna draw. All right. So my first question is, what makes the queen beautiful in your eyes? So just as a reminder for all, we are on this mission. We are the only ones with the queen right now. So it's just the 5 of us and the queen. And she picked all of us because she knows that we all love her. So that's the overarching theme of it. So what makes the queen beautiful in my eyes is her courage. She is in a position where we're traveling to this far off land to try and broker peace after being in this conflict for so long, and a lot of people told her not to go herself and to send an envoy or to go with more guards or just to send a messenger, but she was determined that it needed to be her that went. Otherwise it wouldn't have mattered, or it would have shown weakness. And she said that she was not afraid to go and make this journey, and that's what makes her the most beautiful to me, because I am the captain of her guard. I am the only guard that is with her, and have been charged to protect her, and her courage makes her beautiful to me, because she could have more protection. She could have a whole army traveling with her, and she decided not to because she knew the message it would send if she went just with a small group versus going with an army. Any follow-up questions?
Oh shit.
I don't know. How long have you been captain of the guard?
I haven't been a captain long. I've been in the guard for the majority of my life. But when she chose me to accompany her, I was promoted to the rank of captain. So it's been a decent amount of time since I've been a guard, but being a captain is new as far as like just how long this trip has lasted.
Why would the queen not bring more guards with her on this dangerous journey?
Yeah, you said you were the only one. Like, how do you
Yeah.
dare you lock us out of that easy decision?
Think expansively. There are many things you all could do. Because she was advised to bring more people. She was advised to bring at least a small contingent of soldiers to guard her. But she wanted to show the country that we're traveling to that she is coming in peace to negotiate a treaty, and that she's not coming with a militia, she's not coming with an army, she's coming just with a small contingent of people who matter most to her, and that she trusts this country that she's going to, that they are seeking peace the same way that she is seeking peace.
I love it. Any more questions, or should we?
Yeah, if nobody has any more questions, whoever wants to go next, we can keep going in order. If you want to just somebody else, if the spirit moves someone else to go, you can go.
You know what? I'll draw.
Sure.
So wait, I draw from the red deck?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you just click the little top.
Oh, it's the only one that's left there. Okay.
You got it?
Eh.
There we go. Ooh. I'm gonna react like that to every single prompt, so I apologize in advance.
The queen is responsible for the death of someone you loved. Who happened? My father, a noble man. He lorded over a large region of the Queen's kingdom. Did well by his people, however. One day he took on an advisor who was much too greedy. One that convinced my father to do things that the Queen did not agree with. Queen who is so kind and benevolent to her people could not stand behind these actions. My father was taken, put in a jail cell. I remember to this day, we're told he was only to answer for the crimes against the kingdom, against the people. That cell he was assassinated. I know not by whom, but I have my ideas. Do I have any questions?
What is your relation to the Queen in that she would be bringing you with her?
Well, my father was her cousin, as are most nobles related to those in power. And I have known the Queen for quite a long time. Though she is a few years older than me, we did grow up together, spent our time together. I loved her as family. And do not necessarily blame her for my father's death, though I am not wholly forgiving.
Wait, so it was your father was her advisor, right? You're not currently...
My father was a lord. He got a
Okay.
new advisor who
That's
convinced
sorry,
him to
my-
do things.
Gotcha.
the queen did not agree with.
So do you like work for the royal family now? Like, what's your sort of position now? Or have you just taken over his sort of estate?
Well, currently, I am technically the Lord Charge, and the lands that my father ordered over are some of the largest croplands in the kingdom. I was brought along because during negotiations, being able to offer food to another neighbor state is very useful. Having me there, be so as well.
Mhm.
Did you have a question?
I was wondering who or what this advisor was pushing to bring such a break in the normally, clockwork structure of this queendom.
Yes. My father was a good man, but sometimes he overlistened to people who promised great things. This man suggested that we provide less food to those within our part of the kingdom, our settlements. Store it for later. But some were more adversely affected. Man himself, he was out for his own, stealing what extra we held behind. Deaths of those who are least powerful are on my father's hands and his. Why he was brought in. As I said, we have a kind queen.
Tuesday.
I think good.
All right. Next.
I'll draw.
Do it.
Draw one card. And then I just drag it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So, let's see, what promise did the queen make you before this journey? Do you think she'll keep it? Ooh. I need to think for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay, so the conceit is she's traveling to like make peace, right?
Yeah, she's traveling to this enemy kingdom to try to make peace, in that she brought all of us because she knows we love her.
Okay.
Those are like the
Uh.
two facts of the world.
Okay.
Everything else we establish as we go.
All right, so I think the queen had promised me that as part of these peace negotiations, she would look into my suspicions that the person who killed my mentor, you see, I'm the court healer, might have some connection to this, this kingdom that we are going to visit now. And it's, we haven't really been able to pursue it too much in the past. So I am not confident, whether or not she'll keep it, actually. Because I suspect she will, of course, as the queen, want the negotiations to go over far more importantly than my need for closure or potentially vengeance. So I'm a little concerned that if the negotiations don't go just right, I'm not going to be able to seek out any answers.
How did your mentor die? What was the way that they killed?
I think that it was.
I vote poison.
That's what I was thinking. But something sort of slow and long, like over time. So it was very strange and unusual, especially because you would think a healer would, catch that something was wrong. And that's kind of one of the reasons that I at least am suspicious that they must have had. Whoever did it must also be a very accomplished healer or, some other, some kind of assassin that only somebody very powerful would have access to. And who would have, the motive to kill the most experienced healer in the queen's court. I'm very good, but I'm kind of young. I'm not as, older and experienced as my mentor.
How long ago did your mentor die?
I think 2 years ago. So long ago enough that it's not super fresh to me. And that's another reason that I'm not totally confident the queen is going to follow through, because she might sort of be like, that's sort of an old thing to go poking around at this point. So, but I won't forget. Any other questions?
Any questions? All right. Izza, you may draw a card.
Ah, okay. Oh. Ooh, hello. Ooh. The queen sometimes shows interest in your personal life. How do you respond to that, and why? Ooh. So
Can you play that on the board?
oh, how do I do that?
You should just be able to drag it from your hand onto the board.
Ah, there you go.
Haha.
Sorry.
Card. No, it's fine.
So I think that our queen, obviously being involved in these kinds of negotiations a lot, really wants to know the people that she's working with and know that she can trust them. And I think I'm her personal chef and therefore food taster as well. Very important job. And
Ooh.
haven't been working there for too long, but came on high recommendation from a very luxurious restaurant in the city. And so obviously there is a level of trust there, but being sort of newer to the staff, she definitely sort of wants to try to get to know me better. And that's something that I welcome, because I guess it means that she is fond enough of my work to keep me around. And it means that I get to keep this very, very good job that I just got.
Are you like, being the chef is one thing, but being also like the food taster, like, are you ever worried or nervous, like, in that position, especially like with a kingdom that is at war? Are you ever like afraid?
Oh, I mean, of course, there's always that element of risk that obviously doesn't exist when you're simply serving food to very posh people in a very posh restaurant. But we also get, all our food, all our ingredients from very reliable sources, and perhaps we have a connection with Robert's family as well. Wink, wink. For that. So yeah, there's always that little bit of nervousness, but no, so far nothing's gone wrong.
were you hired as food taster before or after the poisoning murder of the court killer?
Oh, I think that
Oh.
happened after. And maybe, yeah, because I said I'd been brought on quite recently, so maybe like a year ago or something. So maybe that was even sort of an additional role that was added because of that incident.
I like it.
I would like to know, and I hate to do this to you. What was the name of the restaurant that you used
Oh
to work
God!
Oh, you're the
Why would
worst.
you do that? Somebody please kick Robert out.
at? Hey, it's important for character development.
Just do your standard.
Jesus.
God.
Pick two nouns, the blank and the blank. There you- like that's how you name any restaurant.
I'm
The
going to
Toasted
name it
Sparrow.
after my I'm going to name it after my favorite pub name in London, which is the Crooked Surgeon. It's an ironic
Ooh.
name, obviously, 'cause it's a
Especially
very
since
posh
the
restaurant.
surgeon died from crooked
Yeah.
means.
Love it.
Saucy
Good name.
pheasant.
Those
So
are really good
confessing.
names, though.
That is really good.
I like food.
Hey, thank you. I was quite fond of food.
Robert, I have a question for you. I know this is a little out of line, but why?
Yeah, that's an above table game question. I would also like to know why.
A bit, you know, I just wanted to know.
You just wanted to be mean to Izza.
Just wanted to stress me out. It's
Just
fine.
a little bit. I'm sorry.
It's
I did
okay.
have a legitimate question.
Did you?
Yes. So nope. You know what? Actually, that question doesn't work. Never mind. I've taken it back.
We're very good at this game.
There was a
Wow,
point
the
of
weakest-
brain where I went, that doesn't make sense.
That's fair.
But hold that question in your heart, because she might draw a card later in which that question may be relevant. I don't have any more questions. Does anyone have any more questions for our chef / poison taster?
I like that combination. You know, it's like you better not be serving any food that you're not also confident. in
Yeah,
eating.
exactly.
Right?
You have to taste it in front of her and then serve it to her. It's a
Yeah.
whole
I
method
like
to
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but what if the poison just acts slow enough that
Right? Just standing by with an EpiPen.
That's
Oh
a
my-
question, actually. Hold on, I take it back. Question. So what happens? What about poisons that just act slow enough that you don't die until after she's eaten it?
Well, then I would also die very slowly from eating it.
You
So if
died
I-
together.
We die
Yeah.
together.
At
So
least
there's
then
no-
she gets
there's no
to have
contingency,
The
got
comfort
it.
in knowing.
I just wanted to know
Well,
if there was.
no,
a
my
contingency.
palate is very refined, and
Oh.
you know, I like to think I can detect those sorts of things.
But what? No,
And you've
I'm
been
not
spending
gonna
years
iocane
building up-
powder it.
I was saying, I was thinking you've been spending years building up an immunity to iocane powder. All right. I think it's up now to Senor Nat. Play your card.
Lovely when you have an idea and then draw the perfect card to facilitate it.
That's wonderful.
That's the best. The best.
So the queen knows something about you that no one else does. What is it? I am an individual who helps maintain the queen's reputation by doing things that would be unbecoming in the light of day. Removal of untoward elements in the court, cleaning things up, washing hands. You know, that kind of business.
Is your name Malacarvis?
No.
But that is a question. What sort of untoward things have you had to do for the queen? Roll credit.
Well, this would continue into the vein of things that only the queen knows, but keeping the peace by removing squeaky wheels.
And this is a secret position, right? Nobody knows that this
Of
is
course.
actually what you do.
Of course.
Well,
Officially, I'm a personal assistant.
All right, that was gonna be my question. I was like, then why the fuck are you here?
Help the queen with officey things.
New
Just ask someone
question.
why the fuck they're here.
New question. Is my father dead because of you?
Do you want the answer to that question?
You know what? Let's leave it. Let's let it be in the
Because
air.
I would say, actually, let me pontificate for a moment, because I would argue that because implies what is the cause of something to happen. What knocks the dominoes over? And no, they are not dead because of me.
Okay, thanks, Harvest.
A very Thane Krios answer. I did not kill them. My body killed them. The person who made me kill them killed them. Ugh.
Anyway, my name's
Um,
George.
Sure, Arvis.
Yeah, sure.
It's funny because this is like a game. I don't think I've ever played a character that I've actually named in one of these games, which is really bizarre now that I think about it. Like,
So how long have you
Wait, the hot
been in
pocket is
this?
eaten?
The
You ate the
hot
hot
pocket's
Shit.
gone.
well, now the stream
Whoa.
is over.
Shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
stream's gotta be
Someone's
over.
gonna die now.
Must be 3
Bye.
hours.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Look, sorry, we took too long.
Eat another
Um,
one.
George, how long have
Yeah?
you been helping the queen with officey things?
Oh, well, George came up relatively recently into this position, plucked out by the Queen's discerning eye to rise to this occasion. But George may have had a previous existence, in the kitchens at one point, or maybe maintaining guard schedules. And their name might not have been George at the time, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had thought that's such a. Now I'm just really jealous because that's a really good character.
I really like it. Royal
I love this
Fixer
game.
is great.
love this
So
game.
you're just
I-
the wolf, but for the queen.
You're
Mm.
Olivia Pope from Scandal, but for the Queen.
I have definitely watched that show.
I haven't.
I
I just
have
know
an
that she's a
archetype.
fixer. I just know she's a
They
fixer.
have an archetype. Don't at me.
Now,
Oh. No, I had something and then my brain short circuited.
don't you
It'll
love
loop
that?
back around. It's the best.
This is just a simple question. Does George have a surname that is known?
Yes. It is known, but he likes to keep it a little personal because it's a little
Okay.
embarrassing. It's Fizzlebottom.
Sake.
Okay. Follow up question: is George a gnome?
No.
Oh my god. I just. Okay.
Very polite. I'm very nice, courteous. I offer tea a lot. I take care of scheduling and stuff. I don't know why you're getting these weird questions from me.
No one's allowed to serve
What?
the queen
Yeah.
food and drink except for me. So I
Oh,
don't know
you'd
why
like
you're
to think
doing that.
What led you into this profession? Both shadowy, sneaky stuff and like
See
was
things.
it yeah, or like keeping her day planner, but mostly like how did you
Well-
fall into your current job as cleaner?
Actually, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, and you won't
You're
find
not
this in any
going to
book.
be.
You won't find this in any book, but it runs in the House family, passed down as a job.
Everyone knows those physical
We
items
take
can
it very
kill people.
seriously, very importantly.
Oh my lord.
I'm keeping notes.
Yep.
Gotta update my
Brilliant.
Zoom name now.
God.
You know what?
Anyone
George
else?
Fizzlebottom's now my favorite character.
Does anyone else have any questions for George.
Why, Nat?
Yeah, why are you so fucking untrustworthy?
Why you do this, Nat?
Why did you have to do this when I don't have access to my lies in a people suit shirt here?
No.
Someone just
I could
compared
go-
you to a Fire Emblem character. Are you happy yet?
Hey, Hubert Fire Emblem is like I'd get to you with him,
Look,
and I have.
look. Hubert has my love and adoration for all time.
I love Hubert.
I mean,
he's no
yeah.
no Ferdinand von Ayer, who is the best of all. of the Fire Emblems.
Hubie!
However. All right, I'm going to pick a card now. We're doing it. Here we go. Oh damn.
is it myself?
So what did you bring with you that endangers the queen?
Ooh.
Oh, I have
Good
like
job, Megan.
my brain immediately
Fucking
had
Megan.
like 6 possible answers, all of them good. So I need to pare this down.
Poison.
Why did you bring
Um,
poison, Megan?
I did not bring poison.
The poison for
Uh,
the queen. The queen's poison.
Oh, right, it's 6 AP. That's all it is, and you get black
The
poison.
poison designed specifically to kill the queen. The queen's poison. That poison. I brought. God, now I'm stuck between 2 answers. I don't know which one's better.
Poison and poison.
It's not. Yeah, it's one poison versus the other. It's less of a physical thing that I brought, but it's a little known secret in the court that really only the queen knows. But I am actually from the country that we're warring against. And I was a member of a noble family there, and I left and sought refuge in this kingdom when I was cast out of my family. So I came to this country or to this kingdom and pledged myself to the queen and to her service, and was brought in, another noble family, or the captain of the guard, like took me under their wing and taught me and raised me like one of their own children. And so going back to this country that I am from and am a noble from, accompanying the queen is very dangerous and could endanger her by association, because it's not really safe to be around somebody who's from your enemy country all the time, or trusting them with their life.
So how long have you been in the kingdom?
It's been a good while. I left, I'd say probably about 10 years. I left when I was in my mid-teens, and have been training and was raised by the guard captain, like the guard captain, from ever since I
Ferris.
arrived in the kingdom. Yeah, Ferris is my mom, my adoptive mom. So.
Do you have family still in the kingdom then that you're like worried about running into on this mission?
Yeah. I was the middle child of 3, from a noble house, and things happened because I haven't thought of what they are yet. And I was disowned by my family, and it's normally like, yeah, you're just gonna go like live in the streets now until somebody takes care of you. And I was kind of like, fuck that, I'm just gonna like maybe I can be of some use to this other kingdom, or at least maybe they'll find me useful in some way. Hoping that my lineage would come in handy.
So you don't have any like affection left for this place at all. You're
No, it's like it's a country that just, or it's a kingdom that just exists to be at war with other kingdoms, and it's something that was not anything that I was interested in, and I hold no affection to the family that cast me out or the kingdom that I left. I am loyal to my queen.
Chat would like to know why you love the queen more than your old home.
Because the queen gave me a new home and a purpose and a family and trusts me, which is a lot of things that I didn't have before coming here.
Megan, why are you able to make us feel heartfelt things on even a character that you haven't developed before the game?
It's a gift.
Pain.
Because I am the avatar of Painbot. I love big drama. It makes me very happy. And this game is very good. So, if nobody has any further questions, we'll scoot right over to Robert.
Oh, hello. My name is Robert.
Hello,
Okay.
pleased to be meeting you.
Oh, wow. Okay. The queen thinks more highly of you yourself. Oh, do you know this?
What a prompt.
Yeah, it is a prompt. Well, I grew up with 8 brothers, no sisters. My family was all boys, and though the queen was a few years older than me, she aligned with me as a person more than the others. And, well, before my brothers died, she had already asked me to come to court. She had almost demanded it. I declined her at first, before I became the new lord. I just didn't feel worthy of it. She kept sending letters. That's how I know she thinks more highly of me than I do myself.
Is it question time? How many of your brothers died and how did they die?
That's what I was gonna ask.
All is an acceptable answer.
All of my brothers have died. I am the youngest, and I am the
Rough
only
luck.
one left. It was not luck. They killed each other. For succession.
That worked out.
So where
Funny
did
enough-
you lie
What about
in,
the last
in
one?
the age? Yeah, in the age order.
You said you were youngest, so did you
I
kill the
said
last
I was
one?
the youngest. No, the last 2 killed each other. In combat.
Twin
Poison.
twins.
With poison.
Oh,
With
twins.
poison.
It's always poison.
No.
Yeah, one of them was hiding behind the drapes and then stabbed him through the curtain, and you know.
I'll show you how they did it. So first, one ran into... No,
They
my
tackled
final...
each other off the edge of a rooftop.
The final 2 brothers
The
who
Reichenbach
killed
Falls.
each other were the twins. Both with equal claim. And so they decided trial by combat. However, the combat did not go well. One slashed the other's carotid while the other slashed the first's ephemeral. Both bled out before doctors could even reach them. And I was left.
And you expect me to believe that's the true story?
I don't expect you to believe anything. Tell what I know. George.
So your family... First, your father did something bad enough to warrant being sent to prison and assassinated, and then all your brothers killed each other. And yet your family's been permitted to remain, like, in court?
Yeah. Are you cursed?
To
Are
be
you
honest,
cursed? You have to tell us if you're cursed.
To be honest, my brothers killed each other before my father was arrested. I was the last one left by the time my father was arrested. And my father used his influence to hide how each of my brothers died. It was all within a span of a week. None of them thought that I was any challenge, that I would not ever step up and challenge their claim. I was the youngest. I was no one to them. And so one by one they killed each other, and my father made it known that a plague took them. A plague named George.
George is a plague.
It's almost not fair when they're not here to say anything.
Yeah, but it's
You know,
George.
Nat
was
just
right down there.
appears. Nat just appears from underground.
They have been
Summon
they have
them.
been summoned because you're shit talking them.
Remember, the card said something only the queen knows. Quiet.
But we know.
Yeah, you do.
Anyone else have questions otherwise?
No.
It's Emmanuel. It's your turn.
What?
Particular trauma.
I don't know.
Apparently that's your name now.
I'm
Congrats.
like, was that me?
Is that Emmanuel?
Sam Manuel.
I
Sam
said
Manuel.
Emmanuel. I don't know. Sometimes I take people's names and fidget with them, but
Sometimes
I
my
have
mouth
noticed.
makes sounds.
Drag it. Let's see. You suspect this journey isn't just about diplomatic negotiations. What else do you believe is going on and why?
ooh, this is a good one for Sam.
Shit.
Remember your first prompt.
Thanks, Robert.
Thanks, Coach.
Sam, remember how to play the game.
This game that we're all learning together, yeah?
Yep.
Um,
Remember the hot pocket.
oh, that was a good hot pocket.
Dude, question, what kind?
Oh, 5 cheese pizza.
The best kind.
I'm
Right
inclined
answer.
to agree.
Good shit.
I don't know. I actually think that the meatball lean pocket is like the best one.
I don't like any of the meatly hot pockets.
Mm-mm, me neither. But anyway,
Anyway.
back to the trauma and poison.
Ooh, I know. I'm like I'm trying to think about it.
And also remember, if at any point you just don't want to answer it, you cannot answer it. That is an option.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. I mean, it's a good prompt.
I mean, all else failing, you can hand it to Izza, because you can hand it to the next person in line.
I can make Izzo's problem my problem.
What's the chef gonna fucking know?
Yeah, I mean, you can also
Hear
pass it
things.
on to
And
Nat.
then you could also pass it.
Nat is
Yeah.
the
My
fucking
problem.
George.
This bitch can get passed all the way around.
I promise you, Nat has already thought of something.
You know how You might be the one overestimating me, Robert.
Oh, well.
Poison
I don't
pizza hot pockets. Yes, they're all the rage in the kingdom. Isn't that all hot pockets though?
I mean, yeah, it just affects some worse than others.
I mean, I'm going to be under the effects of poison for the next like 3 hours, so
Oh, God, yep.
everything at disadvantage. Let's see. I don't fucking know.
Do you want to pass it? Or you can exit.
Yeah, I'll just exit and pull again unless somebody has an idea, and I will just
Yeah, if
strategically
anybody
pass it. Like,
Yeah, if anybody has an idea, they can just take it. Otherwise, you can just exit and go back.
all right. Let's see if I get something that strikes me better then.
Oh, Nat left.
Here we go.
Oh no, go.
They're done with our
Is that
shit.
you, Mario?
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. That's why. I'm like, why isn't it working?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Ooh. When was the last time the queen showed you real kindness?
Hoo-hoo.
Hoo-hoo.
I like this question.
Is that an
think-
Awuwu?
I think it would have been when she made that promise to me to inquire through her negotiations about the potential murder of my mentor. Because I'm just sort of like the court healer. I stick around for things, but I'm not really like privy to a lot of confidential stuff. I'm sort of on the periphery of court life. So I think that was sort of like, other than my mentor's death, was like the sort of first one-on-one instance of like any sort of real emotional exchange beyond, you know, like checkups or other like actual healing business. Which I think would have been striking to me. I think the big thing about that was striking to it struck me about it wasn't that it was my request, but that it was the queen's idea to make that promise. So it was like something that I was not expecting, and now I don't. It's, you know, weird. When was the last time the queen showed you real poison?
Really should be a question for the chef.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you like
Or
to
the
answer
healer?
that?
This is off the rails. It was never on the rails.
What
Megan,
rails
are we
are
doing
on
it
a
right
hover
now?
shit?
Yes, you're playing the game right. Y'all were nervous.
Excellent.
You're playing
Nat,
the. There's no.
Did you steal a
this
question?
game. There are two things there's no wrong way to do. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's, and there's no wrong way to play for the queen.
So Sam, question.
Yes.
Answer. Since after words before is the one I'm looking for. Before that time, was it a long time? Does the queen not show you like kindness very often?
Yeah, I think it's not so much that she doesn't show me kindness. I think it was sort of more until I actually took over for the healer. I was kind of just like an apprentice and ignored, more or less, you know, like what's the queen gonna say or do with some like random healer's apprentice? With, you know, not an ounce of noble blood, not actually a member of the court or anything. She was never mean to me, but it was just kind of, you know, very businessy.
I get it.
This chat, you're all fired.
No, I
apologize.
agree with meltdowns. We need Uno cards in this deck.
God.
We just reversed the entire 3 hours. No one wants to see that.
Yep.
We just
Somebody-
reversed
somebody
and
tell
draw
Alex that.
25.
God. Wild draw 4. You just need to answer 4 prompts right in a row.
All right. Any other
Oh,
questions?
God.
So this is a mild level of tangent, but off of what you last said, have you grown any level of close to any of the other periphery staff directly around the queen?
Ooh.
You know, I hear there's a chef and an assistant and some other
Yeah.
individuals.
Let's see. I feel like Izza, you came on after the death of my mentor, right?
Mhm.
I feel like my relationship would be either very like friendly or very adversarial. You know, 'cause it's like
friend-versarial? Are we doing
friend-versarial?
are we doing a
Enemies, we're
rivals to
frenemies.
lovers thing? Because I'm
Kind of.
trash.
Because I would
Like-
sort of, because I kind of imagine that like after that death of somebody so close and important to the court, even if not like a noble member of it, it's like maybe more sort of precautions are taken just in general. So I bet maybe now the healer still also works with the kitchen in meal preparation now.
Yeah. And also,
So-
I imagine that if if anything were to happen and I were to get sick before the queen got her food, then I would be
Right.
relying on you to heal me.
Yeah, so I feel like it's almost like, I don't know, maybe we're at least very professionally friendly, but I think
Yeah.
I probably have a seed of like maybe distrust, not necessarily of like you, but just kind of like, you know, how did this poison get into my mentor to begin with? Was it the last cook even? Like, are you just some ruse sent to, you know, trick us again somehow? Like,
I'm just an honest celebrity chef.
It's fucking raw. I'm sorry. I have a question.
yes.
Were you ever a suspect in the death of your mentor? Being that you were so
Ew.
close to them and learning the healing arts, you may have been able to concoct poison to kill them.
The poison.
The poison.
The
Healer's
poison.
poison.
The healer's poison.
The poison for the healer.
The poison chosen specifically to kill the healer's poison.
I think that I was at least cursorily considered as a suspect, but I would have had no real motivation for the healer necessarily, like to kill the healer. Like, sure, I took their place or whatever, but it was kind of like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the right way to phrase what's in my brain parts. I think it was sort of like a
Poison.
combination of like it's poison. Damn it, that hot pocket.
Damn you, neural poison.
I
Poison
think maybe
pocket.
like a combination of sort of like age and inexperience. It's like I am a good healer, but still not good enough necessarily that even I would have known about or had access to something like that. Or at least people don't think I would have, you know? So it's kind of like, sure, you're a standard suspect, but like nobody seems to really be harping on it. And like once alibis and stuff all like checked out, it was like, okay, on to the next one.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like,
I like it.
does it seem like did anything about that investigation seem a little off? Did it seem really thorough? Like you were kind of close to the nexus of things. Did it seem all
Above
above
board. Let's see. I'm gonna say that I think it did, but that I was surprised by how quickly an unsolved murder in the court just sort of got dropped. Like, you know, from what I could tell and what people told me, because even, you know, once I was cleared as a suspect, I'm not necessarily privileged to like high-end classified investigatory stuff. Sort of all I know is that, you know, they cleared general people in the castle and no actual murderer or anything like that was found. So I think I was just sort of a little surprised and indignant that things seemed to be shut and closed in like, you know, a month or something like that. Which is also one reason I suspect this was done, you know, outside of the kingdom. Any other questions? I don't know who goes after me. Izza?
I think it
What's
was
your favorite
me,
color?
Green.
It is a
Wait, the color of poison?
Also the color
Poison.
of plants that I use to make healing
Plants,
things.
which make
To
poison.
make poison.
Yeah, and
Poison.
antigens.
Izza, please draw a card.
I'm doing it.
Please free us from this pain, Izza.
From this poison?
Please, Izza, free us from this pain.
Free us from this poison, Izza.
I mean, I would say what's on my card if you'd all stop speaking.
I mean,
What do you do for the queen that no one else can do? What can I say that I didn't already say in my last answer?
You could say lots of things.
You can say lots of things.
this
Maybe
is
you're
Queen
the best
Alika
listener.
after all.
Do you give good massages? Do you
Ooh.
listen really well?
Okay, so there's this really specific dessert that the queen loves. And it Robin. There's this really specific dessert that the queen loves. It's from a neighboring kingdom, not the one we're traveling to, and it's kind of rare to get it over here, and not many people know how to make it. And so I think maybe one of the reasons that she hired me actually was because I'm very well known for being able to make this dessert kind of with my own spin on it. And she absolutely adores it. She asked me to make it at least once a week. And also whenever she's stressed about anything. So I've made it a lot on this trip.
So what is the dessert?
That's what I was gonna
Oh
ask.
God, now I have to describe food. Oh God.
That's my favorite part!
I'd like to hand this
Okay.
question to Sam.
You decided you were playing machine.
Now I'm like, oh God, I regret everything.
I actually
God.
thought about it too.
Oh God, what is food?
It's not a scone.
No, all scones are poison.
poison
that has been
scone?
A
established
poison
already.
scone. See, that the problem is now I've said I've made it on this trip, so the first thing that came to mind probably wouldn't work. But you know what? I assume we have sort
You
of
can bring
like
stuff with
magical
you.
means
Hell
of
yeah.
keeping food cold here. So there's this. It's this ice
Mini
cream
fridge.
cake. It's this ice cream cake, right? Where you literally like make the ice cream yourself and hollow out the cake that you make and then put the ice cream inside the cake and then lay the frosting over it, and then you have to freeze it for an entire day. And my speciality is making it with strawberry ice cream. It's very good.
Okay,
I
Thank
actually
you.
have a question for Megan. Are we only allowed to ask
Can we-
questions,
Can
or
he do that?
no? Because this is just for
This
the
is a question
the
for
rules.
Megan.
This is just for the rules. Are we only allowed to ask
Facilitator.
questions during this, or are we allowed to throw something out there for them to decide on?
So you can. It's mainly questions. If you wanted to throw something out there, you can. But Izza
I'll do
is
it in the form of a
one who-
question.
But at the end of the day, like Izza is the one
Yeah.
that decides if it's canon or
I
not.
get-
So like you could say something, and Izza could be like, no.
No, yeah, that,
doesn't
I
work."
understand that. That's why I was asking that. My family, my people, have developed a manner in which to store cold things or frozen things via insulated boxes with ice in them. Do you use that, or do you use magic itself?
You know what? Given that we get a lot of our food from your land and everything, I think that's probably something that we've picked up and used from your family.
I really decided that early on. I'm not even. When you said that, I was like,
We
Are you
made
from
ice
House?
boxes.
Are you from House
Yeah.
Frigidaire?
yes, that is my family name.
Lord Frigidaire.
My name is Thorgrovis Frigidaire.
I mean, to be 100% honest, anytime we say George, my brain automatically finishes Foreman. So
I will be the weeb here and say my brain automatically finishes Joestar.
It's
Oh.
Fizzlebottom. Thank you very much.
Foreman bottom?
Oh my god. All right.
It's written on the Zoom screen, Sam.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Um,
just saying it's what my brain does.
We're choosing not to see that.
I do have a another question. It's a simple one.
Mm.
This cake that which sounds fucking delicious. I want it.
It's real, by the way.
I want it right now. I'm just saying. Send me some.
Give,
Um,
give, please.
is on this trip. Has this only been for the queen, or has this been shared around with the people on the trip?
Given that it's a small contingent, I think it's probably made its way around and it's become like a bit of a thing.
She is a kind queen.
Yeah.
She is a kind queen.
The only other kindness.
She is
She
a kind
shares her
queen.
cake with me.
But yeah, I
Well,
think
it's-
maybe
the-
it's
the
become a bit
prob-
of a favorite in the court as well, because like if the queen loves it, then it means
Ah.
it gets made a lot, and if other people are attending dinners, then it means they get served it too.
Yeah.
Yes, I've eaten it many times.
Cake queen.
I just get to
Wine
talk
queen,
about
cake
food.
queen?
Oh my god, I want
I know,
it.
you have the best role. I chose poorly.
You did.
Whatever,
other
my Hiller's off
questions
getting
about
baked
what-
in the back of the contingency the whole time.
Any other cake questions? Feed the queen, says Anne the Meltdowns.
Oh my
Feed the
lord.
queen poison.
Listen.
This is actually just a personal. I'm asking all the questions. This is actually just a personal question. Do you love your job because of the fact that you get to make these really high, like, quality things and then have to taste them for the queen to make sure they're not poison, and you get to eat these
Yeah, it's
delicious
kind of
things?
amazing. It's kind of amazing because when you work in a restaurant, you don't usually get to eat the food you're preparing because it's just everything's a rush all the time. So yeah, admittedly, it is quite a nice part of the job. Even though I'm always like a little bit scared I'm gonna get poisoned, but you know, I've got Sam there.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, there you go.
Sam with the fantasy EpiPen.
Yeah,
Ready to go.
Take a bite.
Ye old EpiPen.
It's actually just a small spear.
I think you mean glaive.
Oh my god. It's Nat's turn if nobody has any more questions. For Izza.
Gotta go find the recipe for this cake now so I can send it to Robert.
I
Oh,
need
it
it
sounds
too.
amazing.
Send it to me.
Yes,
I'm gonna
please.
have a house soon. I need to make this.
All right.
You're gonna like go into
So-
the kitchen, you're hollowing out cake.
Next week is my
excuse
birthday.
me?
I need to make a cake.
So,
Sorry.
my
George.
question is, you sometimes think you might be the queen's favorite. Why? And why does this worry you?
This may be my favorite prompt,
Oh,
all
this
good.
is such a good prompt.
but it's so good. I can hear the gears in your brain.
So, I already have an answer figured out, but I'm really considering jumping this question at somebody as a targeted Phil's torpedo.
And I'm just sitting there like,
Not
oh,
taking-
how horrible would that be?
I have an answer, so I might as well. So, we would call it a mixture of two reasons why I'm concerned. Maybe three.
Well, first, why are you the favorite?
Yeah, why do you think
Oh.
you're the
Why do you
favorite? Doesn't
think
mean
you're
you
the
are.
The question doesn't ask me that, actually.
No, it literally does.
Oh,
Read
yeah,
it again.
You sometimes think you're the queen's favorite.
Oh.
Why?
Oh, right, it does. Hey, Megan, I want to see you answer this question.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Boom. Let's go. Okay.
Let's get
so-
gay.
Let's get gay.
Do it.
Get. Like we're not already there.
Bet.
So I sometimes think I'm the queen's favorite because she's told me that I'm her favorite. Not in like those
Cheating.
exact words. No. But we spend a lot of time together. I'm always with her at all times for safety. And she's said on multiple occasions how much she enjoys my company, and we always have just like some like really nice chats, just person to person. And that really worries me because I am here to protect her with my life and to lay down my life to protect her, but I'm afraid if she harbors any greater affection for me that she might do something and put herself in danger when I'm supposed to be the one protecting her. So I want her to not be overly attached to me so that I can die for her if I have to without fearing that she'll do something foolish. Feels.
That's okay. I love it.
Is the queen prone to acting emotionally or, foolishly that, drives you to be worried about this? Is this a pattern?
I wouldn't it's not a pattern in that like it's a big part of her personality, but she's the type of person who once she does get to know somebody and she does like have somebody in her inner circle that she trusts and chooses to spend a lot of time with, she becomes very protective of those people whom she has brought close to her. So it's not,
I agree with
it's not like a trust and an affection that's easily won or
Okay.
easily freely given. But when she is close to people, she really treasures those people and is prone to not think as logically when it comes to her own well-being versus the well-being of those that she cares about.
I love it.
Very hazardous trait for a monarch.
Can I just say,
No.
I love this queen so much. We have developed her
too.
into an amazing person.
She's a very good queen.
Yeah.
I've actually never played with a nice queen. I've always played with like
Really?
like
Wow.
yeah.
That's neat.
This queen
Yeah.
is the most wonderful fucking person since obviously Alika.
She's very lovely.
I mean, that has big Faris Alika energy. I didn't want to say it, but
We know it. We've all
we,
been
we
thinking
all
it.
know.
this is just me role playing Ferris.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Ferris. So if you're Ferris, the queen is Alika, and I'm Arvis. That says something.
Am I the doctor?
Really? Yeah. Like, what is?
I'm Master Chef Everett.
Batinga.
Batinga.
Yeah, you're Batinga, definitely.
No, clearly Everett.
Who the heck am I?
Ooh. Ooh.
You're Everett.
I have fucked up family.
Wait, are you Ro? Because you have a fucked up family?
Yeah, but I'm also a noble. Oh, Ro. Never mind. I take it back. I'm Ro.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
I'm Ro.
So maybe the queen isn't Alika. Maybe the queen's the fucking Baron.
No.
Oh.
How fucking dare you? He is not a good person.
No.
It'd be
Yeah, fuck
hilarious
that
if we
guy.
find out eventually he is a good person. So question.
No.
I don't think
Yes.
that's
In the game that we're currently playing,
Yes, question. I have
Um,
answer. Unless the question's not to me. I might still have an answer though.
no, it's to you. It's to you.
Okay, cool.
And it's
Cool,
less
cool.
to do with what you just described, but I think it is still an important overarching thing. You are the captain of the guard, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I assume, but I'm going to ask the question, have you met before this endeavor all of the players, all of us?
Yes. I think that before I was promoted to the position I'm in now and was chosen to go on this trip, I was one of her like personal guard, like a member of like her personal guard that's always with her. And I was chosen from them to be the one that accompanies her. So probably like tangentially, I do know everyone just as someone who spends basically their entire life making sure that she's safe and always being near her.
Okay. Dovetailing off of that one. Which one of us do you trust the
Oh God.
I mean,
And if it's not Nat, I don't know.
I mean, actually, it's probably more interesting if it's not me.
It's not
true.
you.
I-
I mean, who suspects
although
the
I am-
PA?
I know for
Although
sure
I
that
am
it's
probably-
not. Like, I know for sure it's not Nat.
Although I am probably the
Because-
person who spends the second most time with her.
Yeah, because I'd say I probably know Nat. No, Nat the most, quote unquote. I think I know Nat the most.
We have a secret team.
Yeah. I think it might be Robert.
I was
Just
thinking maybe
because-
that too, yeah.
Yeah, like
Questionable
And it feels very
circumstances of every...
it feels very hypocritical to say, like, oh, I don't trust you because like your family has a bad history of doing shit, when literally like I left my family because they have a bad history of doing shit.
But that's why you would not trust me, because you've seen
Right.
it.
Right, because like I think I see too much of what I left behind in the Frigidaire family line.
It's
You
canon.
didn't just do that to us, Megan.
Because
You
I am
didn't just
from
do that
House
to us, Megan.
because I am from House Cuisinart.
Yeah, no,
So-
fuck it. We're House Frigidaire from now on. Fuck it.
I mean,
That
I
is
did open
canon.
with Fizzlebottom, so I guess I
Yeah.
opened the gates on this.
So, yeah,
Are
I
you
think-
Cuisinart?
No. So I think I see like too much of my family in what's happened with your family. And I chose, well, I got kicked out / chose to leave because of that, whereas you stayed. So it's kind of like, you know,
So, to be fair to me, all my brothers died.
to be
in a-
fair. It's been 1 week since my brothers died.
wait, how many brothers did you say you had again? Wasn't there more
7.
than there are days in a week?
Hold on, I want to see if anyone
No, 7.
remembers. How many?
7.
No.
Because you're one of 8.
No,
You're the
no.
youngest of 8.
I had 8 brothers.
8 brothers.
And I am the
because
youngest
the
of all
twins,
of them.
because the twins died on the same.
On the same
yeah.
day. Right.
Yeah, no, yeah. I have
Still,
8 brothers.
It's been
One a day.
No
it's been
sisters.
1 week.
You lost 7 brothers all on Tuesday. That's astounding.
No, I lost 6 brothers on Tuesday and the final 2 on Wednesday.
You mean the Zuzu?
Bazuzo. Yeah. But
I'm so
this
proud
is Megan's
to figure out the
turn,
loophole
not
to my
mine.
statement. You fought me on my own turf.
I love
Well.
it though, Megan. I love it.
Bless.
Anyone else?
I think I'm good.
Cool.
So now do we go to Robert? Because I passed that to you.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
a
how that
question.
works?
No.
Oh,
no,
I
we
forgot
can-
that was
so,
passed.
So technically it would, but what we can do is we can jump. You draw one, and then we'll skip me, and go to Robert and Sam.
Sure.
And
But before we do that, it's about
Oh
time
yeah, it
for
is
break.
about break time.
we want to do. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we could do a quick break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fine break time.
Tuesday.
Yeah. We're gonna do a quick poison break.
A quick poison break. Don't forget
Quick
your
poison
poison,
break.
everyone.
Don't forget your poison. Get
Yeah.
up.
And you know, stretch.
Stretch.
Sam, get some
You gotta
poison.
really work
Stretch
that
to make
trauma
sure.
out,
Yeah.
Get some poison.
If you don't stretch, that poison's gonna take forever to get through your bloodstream.
True.
You know,
And
I mean,
and nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. So
7-minute aerobic exercise. Let's do it.
Yes. So we will be back in like 10-ish minutes. So stick around.
stick.
Well, I'm
What is
giving that
happening?
net.
Yep.
First
Prepare
thing I'm
thyself.
doing after
That
this
is
session.
so valid.
So
Holy
all right.
fuck.
So get a drink, walk around, get a snack,
Really commitment to the
and
bit.
we'll
Draw this
meet
out.
you back here in 10 minutes.
Talk
So,
about our sponsors before we go.
What?
So
Talk
Nat
about our
has to stay.
spot-
So
Oh,
Nat has to
God.
stay like a
Oh,
That's cool. Take us out, Robert. Let's go.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll be back.
be back soon, lovelies. Megan is dabbing, and no longer. We are
No.
back.
And we're off.
We have double dabbed.
Canceled. Sam is
Canceled.
sorry, everyone. Sam has decided that we've lost our stream privileges.
We've gone
Especially
over
since
the
Nat
dab.
is long dabbing.
Oh, cool. I can go to sleep then. Excellent.
Long form. this
Bye.
is
Is,
a long form
don't even
dab.
pretend you would go to sleep at any time.
Yeah, right.
Close to now.
Please.
Nope, there they go. There you
Yep,
go.
up
there
and
Oh,
they
Nat
go.
down.
died.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Nat's
no,
dead.
I can't believe George is fucking dead.
Well,
Dab, dab.
yeah, it's your turn to draw a
Was it
card.
poison?
So
Well, Nat technically already
you can
did
come
draw the card.
your card. There we go.
So I've drawn the card. The card is, what did you bring with you to protect the queen?
My
And
wits.
what I brought with me to protect the queen is not a particular object or items. It is a particular set of skills.
So basically what I just
Jazz
said.
hands.
That's all I got. Mild joke.
And what set of skills is it?
Oh,
Really good at keeping schedules clear.
words, wiles, scheduling, appointments, some very seldomly used hidden arcane talents.
Some Malacarvis. Okay, got it.
I don't know what you're talking about. The archetype has some aspects to it. Fight me.
I mean, if that's your answer, I really have no other question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
That's-
answer. Doesn't need
Sometimes
to be big.
sometimes the answers are straight up and down. Sometimes the questions
Oh,
Don't
I
need
guess
more.
I should also add. It's kind of tangented, but it's not really to protect the queen, so to speak. But there is some poison.
Wait, okay, hold on. Poison?
Somewhat.
I'm sorry,
So what is
but
poison?
my question is literally
yes.
poison? Question mark.
No.
In
he
all
meant
Poison!
poi.
Exclamation point.
El Bib DeBo plays in the background. Girl, I must
But don't worry, it's hidden in the cooking
poison.
supplies and that one spice that the cook chef never uses.
Oh yeah.
Excuse? That is how the previous poisoning happened. You hit something in like your they never use it, but now
I can neither confirm nor deny that, but it's probably wrong.
I was trying to think of like a spice I hate, so I could be like, yeah, it would be in this one because I hate it, but I literally can't think of a spice I don't like.
I mean, it
Just
depends on what you're
fucking
making.
ketchup.
I don't. Does the queen like cumin?
Who doesn't like
I mean,
cumin?
who doesn't like cumin?
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck
Well,
is that question?
It's no. The
Cumin
question
makes
is
everything
only.
better.
The question is only. Well, not everything. Okay. I'm not gonna go into it. I love cumin. Just that's all I'm saying. But yeah.
Anyone else
You
starting
love
to
cumin,
really
huh?
Start to think Robert's the imposter?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When I'm the imposter, you all think I'm not, and when I'm not, you all think I am.
No, I've been right several times about that, Rob.
Yeah, me too.
Let me rephrase.
You do have patterns.
No.
You do have patterns. One
I'm
can
not
pick
even
up
rephrasing.
on.
Isa, I said all. I did not say specific names. Yeah, does anyone have a question for that? Because I really don't.
So, what spice is the poison in?
Star anise
That's a good question.
or cardamom. I'm not a big fan of cardamom.
But
Actually,
it's
yeah,
really
star
good in
anise
certain
isn't-
things.
Yeah, star anise isn't.
Star.
Yeah, it's,
I don't like star anise.
I always call it star anise.
think
Is that wrong?
I'm not sure. I learned.
No,
yes.
it's Nat's.
I learned-
It's Nat's question to answer. Nat is star
Robert,
anise.
yes,
right?
that's wrong, and yes, that's where the poison is.
It's okay. I learned in the last like 6 months I've been pronouncing turmeric wrong my entire life. So
Wait. Oh,
You
you
learn
pronounce
things.
it turmeric? Okay. Yeah.
that's how it's
It's
spelled.
turmeric. It's turmeric.
But it's spelled turmeric.
You don't pronounce a lot of words the way they're spelled. Hi, Colonel.
Gotta look at
How you doing?
etymology.
Leicester.
Yeah, I have spent
Worcester.
my entire quarantine watching cooking shows. Many people say turmeric.
That's true. To be honest,
yeah,
like
yeah.
in my family, we just say them
It's valid.
interchangeably. So.
I mean, cumin is spelled cumin, so whatever.
Cumin.
Anyway.
Anywho, this has been
So
Spice
now we're
Talk with
jumping
no
over
initiative.
Megan, and
Yeah,
now we
yeah,
ask
Robert.
Robert questions.
So that's how that happens. Okay, I just wanted to. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess it's my turn then. Let's see. I get. Oh. You saw the queen do something terrible to keep the retinue safe. What was it? Did you come to respect her more, or? Ooh. Oh, this is not an easy one.
Poison.
The answer can't always be poison. Or can
What
it?
if it
So
is?
it's
Fucking watch
poison.
us.
No.
I under
It's a Rakshasa.
This stream can.
So I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna do this too. Does anyone else want to take this card before I exit?
I'll take it.
Oh Lord. Yes.
Go ahead.
So I saw the queen do something terrible to keep the retinue safe, and what I saw the queen sketching the guard captain very fondly. This kind of weakness is very damaging to the potential safety of our mission. And I have come to respect her ever so slightly less due to it. This person is required to keep her safe. We can't have those streams getting crossed and have the wrong person step in front of the wrong bolt of danger.
At the end.
Yeah.
Question: how does this sketching keep the retinue safe?
No, I'm just ignoring portions of the question. Yeah, I know what. I answered the question. I said it's canon. It's important.
I just answered the question they wanted to.
I just answered the question I want.
Oh my God.
I mean, answer the question you want to see in the world.
Look, I appreciate how
curious to
hard
be-
Nat tried to put some lesbian sapphic.
I mean, I
into
appreciate
this.
it so much.
Oh no, I'm not changing my answer. I'm just ignoring part of it. I refuse to acknowledge your portion of this question.
I reject your question and I substitute my own.
I know. I mean,
I refuse to acknowledge the existence of your rogue Model UM.
He was horny, so he dropped him. I mean, I have no other question.
oh,
Can we stop
Sorry.
putting Jesus wept in the green room chat?
no. Nope.
Okay, fine. I'll put it in the
Just
Twitch
put it
chat.
in the Twitch
Yeah, just put it
chat.
straight in Twitch.
Stop saying
Sorry,
Jesus
everyone.
wept.
Now this is just us laughing over community quotes that you can't see the stream.
And that's very rude. We should invite you in to our community quotes.
Jesus wept.
Please stop saying Jesus wept. Oh my God, Robert, why don't you draw another card? We're doing great work.
We
Yeah,
lost
apparently it's my
control.
turn. All right, let's
We're-
do this again.
We're doing the Lord's work.
Draw one card and oh, what brings out the queen's cruelty? Actually, no, I have an answer for this one.
Poison.
It's poison. No. No, the
What is
queen.
happening? None of this is usable. Burn
Fuck it,
all
we'll do
down.
it live.
That's what we thought. That was a good idea. Burn it all down. We need to rise from the ashes stronger and more powerful.
Our queen is kind, benevolent, loving. There's one thing that can bring out her crew. Her people are in harm's way. The reason my father was put in prison was because of this. Believed him to be doing something wicked. She will hurt people. Put her people in harm's way. That's really it. Ask questions if you so wish.
What's an instance of this that you have witnessed?
I mean, I literally said my father, but let's go to another one.
Yeah, I mean, besides your backstory.
Hey, thanks. Well, there was a time where a gentleman, call him, probably less than that, was in charge of keeping vermin off the streets. Way of keeping vermin off the streets was to take the poor, the desiccated, and throw them in the sewers for the vermin to feast on. He believed these people not worth the time of the country, of the kingdom. And when our queen found out, her anger at this man. Anything else?
Was that incident like, was that like a public thing, or was that kept under wraps and only a few people in the court know about that kind of stuff?
Yes. It was
The
not
queen
public.
Did the queen administer it herself?
No. The queen did not administer it herself. And her advisor, a certain George Fizzlebottom, advised it not be
Assistant.
public. Advisor. The public, he's an assistant, but I know. And suggested to make it public, but that he must be dealt with. It was done backwards. Not meant. I only know about it because of close relation. Anyone else?
Oh shit, I am next.
I think we shall pass this on to Sam.
You're muted, Megan.
Yeah, you're muted.
Nope, it's fine. I was just saying Jesus wept.
It's valid.
Stop!
Oh,
Stop saying Jesus wept.
I'm sorry, could you hear that?
easily.
I need to be stopped. Why are any of you letting this happen?
We vamped enough to let you think, Sam?
Yeah, I didn't even pull it yet. I was distracted, and then I forgot how to do it again.
Jesus weeping.
Just
wait, if you hover over the
Ooh.
top of the
There
Man,
is
I
a
wish I got this
false.
I wish
Too
I-
bad I did. There's
That's
a
a good
false rumor about you and the queen back at the royal court. What is it? How did it start? I mean, I think the sort of go-to is that there's a rumor that the queen and I coordinated the death of my mentor. because, you know, who would have had the power to maybe shorten that investigation a little bit, and who could have had access to the mentor and, you know, high level poisons for a long protracted poisoning. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with, which kind of answers both what is it and how did it start. So, like, I think they sort of got like rolling like once the investigation
Mm.
ended.
Do you know who started this rumor, or is it more you've just heard it in little pockets here and there and you don't really know?
Yeah, I think I have no idea exactly where it came from. It's just kind of one of those things that, like, you know, people don't realize I've overheard them saying, you know, when I'm like down the hall and like around a corner or something and don't realize their voices carry, things like that. I don't think it's necessarily like a really big burning rumor or something, just kind of something that gets, like, you know, mentioned every now and then, like maybe anytime like somebody else on the court like gets ill or something.
Yeah. Have
It,
you
like, picks
have
up again.
people has this still been happening recently? Because it's been like 2 years now, so you'd think something like
Yeah.
that might quiet down after that amount of time. But have you heard people saying that recently?
I think so. I think it's kind of one of those things that anytime, especially if there's um like you know, even just during like a flu season or something like that, if there's a lot of like illness or something, I sort of start to hear the whispering again, and then once things like die down, it goes away. It's kind of like one of those, like, I become almost like a sickness scapegoat when, you know, these things sort of crop up again.
Mm.
So any questions?
So, you said you don't know where it came from. Do you have any theories?
The rumor?
Hypotheses.
Yeah.
It's
not an academic setting. Theories works here.
Yeah,
It-
yeah.
Mm.
I think I would guess that it probably comes from somebody like still in the court. I don't know if I would have been able to necessarily zero it in.
But you're thinking because of how consistently it resurfaces, someone
Yeah.
is feeding it.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise, you know, rumors fade in and out so quickly, but this is now one that isn't always raging, but is consistently coming back up.
Rumors only grow.
There you go.
And we all know what we know.
Originally, I was gonna ask true, but false rumor. Obviously.
Well, as we established, the questions are guidelines, really.
True.
It's still false. Now, and this is just a simple question, but do only you know about these rumors, or does the Queen? And a little more complex,
Ooh.
have you discussed this fact?
I think that I, the healer, would not know whether or not the Queen knows. She hasn't mentioned it to me. I would imagine not, because what doofus is gonna, you know, say that to their queen? Because she's being suspected in these rumors as well. But Sam's gonna say the queen has totally heard these rumors, possibly with the aid of a very personal assistant who, you know, keeps their ear close to the grindstone for these things.
Very, very personal.
So the Queen's heard it, but you two have not discussed it.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I don't really speak to the queen outside of, you know, official capacities for the most part.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I think I keep my relationship with her very professional. Yeah, Curzon agrees.
Meow.
You're so handsome.
Shall I move on to Izza?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
unless there's
me.
questions.
Was it poison? Do you have poison?
For fuck's sake.
Only once.
You saved the queen's life once. How? Well, I saved her from a burning building. No. Um
That would be brilliant.
so
Zag on him. We think you're gonna zag you, zag.
So everyone talks about poison a lot in this castle, so we're always on really high alert for poison contaminating the food. But actually one time a delivery of these sort of soaps and shampoos, like really luxurious sort of toiletry items came in, and they mistakenly got brought in through the kitchen as well, like when they were meant to go through a different delivery entrance. And I just opened the crate because, you know, it's my kitchen, I'm supposed to be getting deliveries there. And I smelled them, and I actually, with my very sensitive palate, noticed that there was something off about these soaps, and it turned out that someone had indeed laced them with some kind of corrosive that would have eaten through the queen's skin when she applied them to herself, and any other courtier who would have applied them. So yeah, by doing that, I saved the queen's life, possibly some other people's lives. You know, it's no big deal.
Through a mail error, you saved the queen's life. Someone
Through
couldn't
mail
fucking
fraud.
follow the signs to the right delivery door.
But also crucially because I know how to
Yeah, that's actually
detect
really
when something's
awesome.
been contaminated.
I really like that.
Fantastic. Were you Queen compensate you in it? Not necessarily monetarily, but even did the Queen find out and give you any kind of recompense for your delivery of this service?
I mean, yes, she was very grateful, and you know, I hadn't been working there that long, so I think it in the weirdest way, it sort of proved my loyalty and allegiance to her, sort of concretely. And yeah, you know, I got a little bonus, and she gave me some extra, you know, holiday days and stuff like that. She was very grateful. Megan,
You know,
you're the character who spent.
You know, I have a follow-up question on that, and that this has to do with the kingdom as a whole. Does the kingdom provide guaranteed paid time off for all workers?
I like to imagine that it does.
Awesome. Great kingdom.
What a dream.
All I got.
Was there ever was this case solved, I guess? Did they find a culprit for who sent these to the queen?
I mean, from what I heard, people thought some people were hired to look into it. I imagine George may have had a hand in that. Who can say? Who can say?
I mean, yeah.
It was rumored. From what I heard, it was rumored that it was people from this kingdom we're actually on our way to now who were less open to peaceful negotiations and wanted to handle things their own way. Any other questions, or next person?
So, I picked up a question from Robert. So, are we skipping me now, or is that like, you know, long enough ago it doesn't matter?
Yeah, just pick a card.
Yeah, no. You were the
Fine.
last round because the round started on Izza.
Yeah, just
I mean,
Yeah, just
yeah,
pick
I
a
was
card.
last
Yeah.
because we began the whole thing on Megan. What part of this journey would be the most difficult? How do you pull the rest of the retinue through it? Oh. right? We're on a
Your
journey. We're not
inspiring,
just-
kind
I
words.
think we're on a journey.
George is really just, a bumbling, fresh-faced, helpful man.
Is he?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He looks like it.
Is he?
I think there is a voyage in the journey, some part where we will have to be on a naval traversal, and given our small numbers and the Queen's insistence on that, against some of our urging, travel becomes difficult, and when many hands are taken up by passive duties, it can leave things to be dangerous. How do you pull the rest retinue through it? Obviously with my glowing organizational skills. The Queen's personal assistant, I'm very good at organizing officey things, like who handles what and what have you. I am concerned though about, because if anybody wanted to befall harm to our Queen, this would be when she's most exposed. Tea, anyone? I'm afraid I don't have any matching cups.
No, that's fine. You don't need magic cups.
Any
I
questions?
don't have any questions.
I want to
I
think
have
of one.
I'm gonna assume this is okay because he decides it any.
Tuesday.
My family is versed in the art of magic and specific types. We control electricity, lightning, though we cannot control it without a storm or some source nearby. Have you discussed such of use with myself?
To clarify, are you suggesting we sail into a storm?
No! It only has to be nearby. It does not have to be directly above us. Or some source of electricity. Just have you discussed it?
No. I think there was a discussion of it, and from a security standpoint, I think I imagine some of us were against it, but the Queen liked the idea. Thus, we sail, and a storm, they're unpredictable things and move much faster than boats, overtook us, and we found ourselves sailing through a thunderstorm.
Well, at the very least, I can keep the lightning away from our ship. That I did not know we were
Better.
on.
Well, that's me.
Okay. I'll pick one. Oh, of fucking course. Because it's me. When did you know you were in love with the Queen? Who, me?
I mean, this is a question that I feel like Megan should always be asked.
If there is a queen,
When
I
the
will
deck
be in love
knows.
with her.
When the deck knows, the deck knows.
The deck knows. Thank you. Thank you for the queen, for this gift. I didn't go into this game being like, yes, I will play the character in love with the queen, and yet here we are.
Oh, you did.
I mean, I was gonna try.
It was gonna be one of us two. Like
Yeah.
Megan, we know you stacked the deck.
Yes, I stacked the deck. It's definitely
I never
something
saw
you
you
can do
shuffle
at
it.
Roll20. Yes, I
I
should.
never saw you shuffle it.
Yeah, no, this is totally. I was frantically rearranging it when everybody started changing cards and other things I can do. So when
No,
did I
you
know
knew.
I was in love with the queen? Yeah, I know. No, the universe wants what the universe wants, and the universe just wants this to be real queer. So here we are. I knew, hmm. So when we were getting ready to, we were preparing for this trip, and the queen was deciding who would accompany her on this journey. Um, she had talked to me about it in like more broader sense, like not even as like a hey, help me figure out who to bring with me type of deal, but more of a like, I want to think out loud, can you just like listen to me? And yeah, like I'm going to be here anyway because I'm protecting you. And once she had decided who was going to go with her, and she decided to bring me with her, there were a lot of her advisors who advised against it because of where I am from and um, my background, and they advised against it because they thought that it was a terrible idea. And to be honest, I also thought it was a terrible idea, and tried to convince her to bring one of her other personal guard with her instead. But she insisted that she trusted me with her life and that nobody was better suited to accompany her on this trip than I was. And that's when I knew that I loved her. And it was all downhill from there. Feelings.
I might actually feel bad about this.
Oh.
Don't.
Oh no.
Have you spoken to the queen about this, and does she know?
You don't fall in love with the queen. She's the queen. Who the hell am I? No,
You're her favorite.
I mean, yeah. But that's bad. I should not be, because it's dangerous for everybody. Yeah, I can, yeah, I see your eyebrows. um she definitely doesn't, I definitely haven't told her. um we talk a lot because we spend a lot of time together, and like it's no mystery that like we enjoy each other's company and like share a certain level of affection for one another. But it's in theory purely professional because she is the queen and I am supposed to be willing to lay down my life for her at any given time. So yeah, it's just you do not fall in love with the queen. You just don't do it. Except when you do.
So do you know about the really close relation between and Sir Archibald Rasputin Frigidaire III? And do you feel like that is some kind of an obstacle yourself?
Yes and no to your answers in order. Um, the queen and I talk a lot. And I feel like especially on this trip that we've been taking, it because there are so few of us in this retinue, and it we fall into the situations where like there just aren't people around. Like in court there's always somebody, but while we're traveling, like there's so few of us that we like actually have time to be like alone together and just talk as if we're just like people. So she tells me a lot of stuff in confidence, just like to have somebody to talk to because she doesn't really have someone to talk to. But I'm not threatened by anything. I'm the fucking guard captain. Nothing scares me. Except for love. And that's the subtitle of this romantic comedy.
I mean, that's just always your problem, Meg.
Yes, correct. Welcome to TTRPGs with Megan.
Lena?
Nothing scares me
fearless.
except love. Nothing scares me except love. But I love love. Not me.
Right, then I'll draw.
Okay. Draw a card. Do what you want. Oh, damn.
When did you know? Now I gotta. Anybody want this? Character I have created. Not there yet. Anybody want this, or do we exit?
That is your decision. Yeah. Exit.
Doesn't fit
It
for
is
me.
exed. Heh! Get out of here. You are useless. All right, so I get to draw again, right?
Yep.
Oh, so do I not put it there? Okay.
No, because we
I
need to
think
be
you
able
just
to
put
see
another
it.
on top of it.
Yeah.
You have a personal connection to the land you are currently traveling through. What makes you want to stay, and why don't you?
Well, you harness lightning from the storm we're passing through.
Yeah, I this whole time I thought we were passing, we were on like a caravan, but turns out we're actually on a ship. So,
Where we're at. Yeah.
yes. So, I do have a personal connection. The non-land that we are currently traveling through. So there's a long history. My family, before we became part of many generations ago, we were dogs of the sea, call it. And though many in the kingdom do not know this, we keep it as history for our family. See, specifically, the Frigidaire Strait was named after our family. Place where our ancestors used to travel quite a bit. Fish shop, food, traveling vessels. Honestly, calls to me. I can almost hear a song. My heart in my head says, "Hey, this is your home." That's it. I have questions. It's gonna be not. We'll pass on.
Sorry, stuff's happening in chat.
I realized.
How long has it been since this was the case for your family? Like, how many generations removed are you from this?
Ah, yes. I am 9th generation now.
Alright. That's very specific.
You like nines, don't you?
I was going to say
It's a good
no.
number.
The other one was 8, but to be fair, I am the son, so yes, 99999. It's a good movie. Any more questions? Pass this on to Sam. Go, Sam.
Draw a card. You won't.
Okay.
I actually think they will.
Watch me. If I can remember how to do it just
Oh.
once ever. Let's see. You arranged for the queen to be ambushed on this journey. What did they offer you? That took a turn.
Sam!
Sam!
Why would you do this, Sam?
I mean, we did need some fresh antagonism.
I know. I'm the betrayer this time.
But you don't have to be.
I know. I'm kind of like, oh shit.
No,
I
you
don't
can pass it to
know.
Izza instead.
Oh shit. Well, because I mean, like, it would be kind of interesting if I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
I mean, you're the main one who has a sort of
I know, that's what I'm
potential
thinking.
motive.
Like, from what we know, it would make the most sense if I did, but I don't think I'm there quite yet, you know?
You could always exit.
Yeah, I'm gonna X this one. Get out of there.
All right. Boom.
But could one of
So
us
nice.
grab it?
Did you
If
want
Sam
to?
if Sam is just Xing it, no.
Proof X.
I mean, if somebody wants to, though, I will do that. You know, you can before we officially exit, because I'm okay with that. I just don't think that quite suits what I've established. Like, it could, but I don't think it does. You're thinking about it, Robert.
Definitely Megan. The guard captain in love with the queen.
Do it. I really want
Oh
to.
no. I would exit because I
Okay,
don't like
no,
it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm
Nice.
taking it.
Yes.
I love it.
Well, I will start with who offered me. It was George Fizzlebottom.
What? You can't.
You fucked around and found out. You could have just exited. You played yourself. You played yourself.
But wait, George, there's more. George Fizzlebottom came to me. George Fizzlebottom knew that I loved the Queen. And what George Fizzlebottom suggested was an ambush of flowers, of music of love. Suddenly, from the bottom of the deck,
I should have just X'd it.
Yeah.
I could not control myself. I had finally given in to my heart. How could I resist her? My whole life, she was the only one there that truly believed in me. I gave in. George thought that she needed a love. I was there. Agreed. That was the ambush. They offered me love.
Thanks, I hate it.
And we're done.
So, queen gets attacked. In
No,
the
just
crossfire, Robert's character just dies.
Yeah, it just dies from
No,
unknown
ask me a
poison.
question. Come on, I got it.
From an unknown poison related.
I'm
So,
sorry, I have an important question. Aren't you and the Queen cousins?
Excuse you. Do you not realize?
I know,
I
I know
mean,
this is a
you're-
royal family. I know, but I had to like remind everyone.
Well,
of
you're
that
the
information.
UK, right? I mean,
To be
Shout
fair,
out to Cleopatra and both of her brother husbands. These things happen.
Like I know the deal with royal families, but I just needed the information to be back out there in people's minds again.
to be
It's
fair,
not just the royal family. FDR and Eleanor Roosevelt were also cousins. So
that's true. But we are second cousins twice removed.
all that matters is that your family tree has the same trunk. It doesn't matter how far apart the branches are. It's the same trunk.
I'm sorry, I had to when I saw this card.
Did you? Or are you certain?
I did.
troll us for 10 minutes.
Jesus wept.
It's not a troll.
We love you, Robert.
Thank you.
Anyone have any more questions?
No.
I was always taught to not. I was always taught to not ask questions you don't want the answers to.
That's valid. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. I believe. Who was it? Sam. Sam was picking. Okay. Go
Yep.
ahead and pick
No,
again.
it's Sam's
Sam.
turn.
Should have just X'd it.
It was your
Try another
prerogative.
one.
Oh shoot.
I
used-
know I have no one to blame but myself. Well,
The game decided that
the
we
game
are done
decided
now.
that we're done.
The game has initialize the self-destruct sequence.
You know what? The game is really smart because we're getting close to the end of our
I
stream
know.
time.
I was about to say that's actually pretty perfect.
Yeah. Thank
Uh,
you, random shuffle feature on roll.
Yeah. So the queen is under
Random
attack. Do
shuffle
you defend
feature.
her?
So now we go around and we answer the question, starting with
Megan, you
Sam.
start.
Oh, starting with me.
Well, I
Oh,
pulled
yeah,
it.
I didn't
so
realize
do
there
we
was
a-
keep
there was
going
a
in the poll?
decision.
Yeah, start.
Sam-
Yeah, start
Sam
with
pulled
Sam
it,
because Sam
yeah.
pulled it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you defend her?
No.
We're off to a good start. All right, Izza,
Yes.
Nat,
I have more important matters to attend to.
That
So,
means no.
That means no. My answer is yes with my life.
With your wife.
With- Woo.
Huh.
Robert.
Question is, did she accept my declaration of love?
This
yes
is a
or
yes
no,
or no.
Robert?
This is a yes or no question.
I'm
Unless you're
thinking.
mad, apparently.
No, no. The character I've built, yes.
Yeah. And that's our game.
I love it.
So this, believe it or not, has been for the queen. So thank you all for joining us once again. For the Queen was designed by the incredibly talented Alex Roberts. Their games are absolutely amazing. They've designed two of my all-time favorite games, which is For the Queen and Starcrossed. We've been playing the Roll20 version, which is absolutely fantastic. It has all of the decks preloaded in this beautiful playmat, and it's something
I really like
wildly inexpensive. I think it was like $8 in the Roll20 marketplace. So if you, like all of us, are quarantining, social distancing, all that stuff, and you want to play a quick prepless GMless game with some friends, highly recommend grabbing this off of Roll20 to play. Thank all of you wonderful folks for letting me share this game with you.
Thanks for
Mm.
sharing your love for GMless prepless
Yeah.
games, because
I-
you've gotten me hooked
Yeah.
on
This
them,
game was
like in the last
great.
year. So
I love them very much. And I love all of you very much. So I was very excited to get to play some GMless games. So let's go do some outros. Let's do them in reverse order. So we'll start with Sam.
oh hey,
Yeah. Oh
that's
hey.
me. Hey everyone. I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @thesamwisest. I am the Samwise Game G here on Twitch. I'm one of the admins here at the Chromatic Chimera. I am our accessibility director. You can see me streaming here again on Wednesday. I'm going to be playing in our 13th age game, Madame Curio's Bizarre Bazaar. Come and check that out. And otherwise, that's the only time I'm back here. I am starting to stream on my own Twitch channel. I'm taking off this week because I am moving, but follow me at the Samwise Game G on Twitch if you like things like dating sims and chill community management games. So do that. I think that's pretty much all I've really got right now, so I can drop it right on down to Robert.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Robert. You can find me on all of the social media and other stuff at Voices of Robert, voice actor. There's a lot of NDA stuff, so it's really hard to ever talk about anything. But other than that, you can of course catch me here every Monday at 6:30 Eastern Time on Quest: The Soaring City, especially next week, episode 1 of season 3, and that's gonna be exciting. So yeah, come on back here. Follow me on every social media at Voices of Robert. If you don't do it, I will be upset and I will cry. And then I'm going to throw this. See, got a thing right here, and I'm going to throw it at Megan.
That was probably the wrong side. It's fine.
But
Hello,
you were
everyone.
good.
I am Megan. Oh, yes. Flawless. Hi, everyone. I'm Megan. You can find me most places that you find people on the internet at Megan Lynn FTW. You can find me, obviously, here on Mondays during this time slot, normally playing Quest with these wonderful people. So please come hang out with us for our season 3 premiere next week. So much has happened, so much to unpack. It's going to be amazing. You can also find me here the last Tuesday of every month with my show Unprepared. So if you liked this, I have a stream. We are off this month, but we're starting back up next month. Last Tuesday of every month, and I facilitate Jamless and Prepless games for people who are super cool, and we have a lot of fun doing it. I am also an indie game designer. You can find any of my games at meganlynnftw.itch.io if you like romance and sadness and robots in Jamless games. You can check out my stuff there. And yeah, I will toss it over to Nat.
Hi, I'm Nat. I like Tuesday and TTRPGs and playing games with these people. It's pretty good. I do editing and get some game design shit, and I stream with these lovely people Mondays. I'm the GM for Quest Soaring City. We have a raucous time. How is our premiere next week? This was too much and not enough time. You can follow me at CrimeNat on Twitter. That's the main place I exist. KREIMNAT. I also hang out in the Chromatic Chimera Discord and around. Yeah. Just check it up to Izza.
Hey, I'm Izza. You can find me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm a cosplayer and designer, as well as a TTRPG streamer, and I recently started doing cosplay and crafting related YouTube videos. I just put up one about making the Stygian blade from Hades, so if you love Hades, like everyone here does, go check that out. I'm also part of the Asians Represent podcast. I do the Critical Read Al-Qadim streams every third Saturday of the month, and the next one will be on Saturday the 16th, which is very, very soon. So come check that out. And yeah, that's my stuff.
Yes, and as we prepare for our season 3, we have been releasing some really cool recap videos. Nat has done a season 1, and we'll be doing a season 2 recap video, and then we've been doing some cool in-character backstory recap videos that you can check out on the Chromatic Chimera's YouTube. We released The Doctors, came out today, and Ro and Lena's have been released as well. So Ferris and Zake are soon to come.
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to our channel sponsors, Heartbeat Dice, and oh my goodness, Heartbeat Dice.
We've got a bunch.
We've got a bunch. So we'll put it in the chat. And also No Initiative is a Quest affiliate. So if you wanted to pick up anything from the Quest store, which is fully restocked with some absolutely beautiful stuff, I got her book today.
I got my naturalist pin.
You can check that out and use the code No Initiative, all caps, one word, for 10% off your purchase, and that helps support us as well. And you get really cool Quest stuff. And also they're launching a Kickstarter on February 1st for some more cool stuff, and there might be a somewhat familiar person on the cover.
Oh,
maybe.
Of the Kickstarter book.
Really?
Who?
Just a certain disaster spy from a certain soaring city might be on the back cover.
That's so
the character catalog, which is the most wonderfully surreal thing ever. So yeah, we love Quest, so check them out and play Quest. It's very fun, and we'll see you all back here next week for the premiere of season 3, and we're gonna go rate our friends at Pelgrane Press. So
yeah,
thank you
playing
all.
some 13th Age, so
Yeah,
we're
thank
playing
you all
Wednesday.
so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you next week.
We love you.
Hi guys, come see season 3.
Season 3.
Season